think this is probably the next thing to go into the donut shop. I'm gonna have to build our own engine room. Let's check this out. Oh, I know what this lever does. That's crazy.
The noise lever.
Yeah. What were you guys dynoing here? What is this?
This is actually a boat engine.
Alright, so you're gonna build a 911 boat. I guess that's the next thing, right?
Submersible, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
No, it's just kind of a testament to what we do, and you do this kind of stuff. We did a bunch of certification engines for Generac for a government contract. Right outside the dyno room, there's a 925 horse naturally aspirated big block that's going to go into an 18-foot jet boat.
Wow, that's so cool. I mean, it's one thing to have like a dyno pack or just a rolling dyno, but to actually have an engine dyno, you really can just tune everything.
Yep. And the great part about this, I mean, the room itself costs, probably twice as much as the dyno does. I mean, so that we can control every type of atmospheric quality that there is. That way, we can dyno an engine now, and 6 months from now, when the weather's completely different, we bring it back in and simulate the same conditions, and be able to compare apples to apples.
That's so cool.
So this car belongs to Dan, who's our service manager here, it's kind of a neat story. He was in a bit of a fender bender, and wasn't in a budgetary situation where he could afford to do a full restoration on it, and insurance obviously isn't as helpful as it can be on something of this vintage, because they don't see the values like we do. So he came in and started doing some sweat equity and helped tearing it down, and doing some grunt work on it. And once the car was done, then that turned into, he loved it so much he just wanted to come here and put some effort in for free. And then at a certain point we figured we better pay him. We hired him as a service manager, and he's been a great addition to the team.
Thing is, I've always wanted one of these. I have a 240Z.
Okay.
But like these are just so. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like I feel like you need to own one at one point if you're like a real Datsun Nissan fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
but
And it's hard to find one that's not.
Look at this. This light bar is crazy. It's so cool. Is it
hard to find
original
one
motor?
Yeah.
Other side. Top.
That's pretty clean. I love these things.
It's a driver. I mean, he puts miles on it. He drives it.
Well, I mean, with the light bar in front, I mean, I would hope he drives this thing. I think it's so cool. We didn't even make it to the other side yet.
No, we're stalled out pretty hard.
This car won the LMP3 championship in 2017. Driven by Colin Thompson. He's was in Miami.
So this is not going to campaign with him?
Nope. Colin's trying to figure out what he wants to do. They changed the format on how LMP3 works, and budgetary wise, the series got incredibly expensive.
I love how this is in the same room as, look over there. It's just like such a contrast. Plus, like, you got all these old like Broncos that they're restoring. That's super cool.
Broncos are hot, you know that, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're, especially with the new one coming back, right?
Yeah.
Just,
Nice.